Hello, I'm Captain Stacy Spell, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about a law enforcement-related injury, also known as a Leary, that occurred in Newton Division in the city of Los Angeles on February 11, 2022 at around 11:21 p.m. A Leary is a use-of-force incident where an individual requires hospitalization. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use-of-force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We're still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. Newton Gang Enforcement Detail officers were completing a traffic stop in the area of 55th Street and Long Beach Avenue when they observed a silver Jeep Wrangler with tinted windows driving erratically. As the officers drove towards the vehicle to monitor it, the suspect's vehicle accelerated and quickly became involved in a significant traffic collision with a large flatbed truck. As the officers approached the accident scene, the suspect's vehicle accelerated away from the scene and officers initiated a pursuit. The suspect was later identified as 25-year-old Jose Huerta. Here is the radio broadcast for this incident.
13 George 30, show me code 655 Alameda, TC. Give me some additional units, sir.
Verify involved.
Negative.
13 George 30 is code 6 TC, non-involved 55 in Alameda, requesting additional units.
George 30, I'm in pursuit, TC, hit and run, felony suspect. Southbound Alameda from 55.
The pursuit continued for approximately 11 minutes until the suspect stopped and exited the vehicle and began to run away from the officers. The officers chased Huerta through a park and into a neighborhood where one officer caught up to him and used his body weight to take him down on the grass lawn. Unbeknownst to any officer, the suspect was holding a 10-month-old infant. Officers were immediately able to pick up the infant and secure him. Huerta, who is the infant's father, was subsequently taken into custody without further incident. The pursuit was captured on the officers' digital in-car and body-worn cameras. Most marked vehicles assigned to patrol have a camera mounted inside which activates when the emergency lights are turned on. The camera can also be manually activated. These digital in-car cameras have a buffer of video without audio. Upon activation, the camera goes back 1 minute and starts recording. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officers saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. Here's body-worn and in-car video from officers involved in this incident.
Burn for California.
Get a little closer. Track it. Pan. Right shoe is running northbound. I have a driver of running.
I got him. Stop! Police! Stop! Oh, baby. I'm sorry, take him off. Turn around. Flip him over? Are you kidding me? I'm trying to take him off.
The Los Angeles County Fire Department treated Huerta at scene. He sustained no injuries. The child was transported to a local hospital where he was treated for a small skull fracture to the right side of his head. The child also tested positive for cocaine and fentanyl. He was admitted to the hospital and underwent further testing. He was later released to his mother. The cause of the child's injury has not been determined. However, the incident is being investigated as a categorical use of force incident because the force used cannot be ruled out as the cause of the injury. Investigators recovered narcotics, 3 unloaded 9mm gun magazines, and a large amount of cash at the scene and booked them as evidence. On February 15, 2022, the Los Angeles County District Attorney filed the following charges against Huerta: 1 count of felony child abuse, 1 count of felony evading, 1 count of felony possession of narcotics for sale, and 1 count of misdemeanor hit and run. Josue Huerta is a 25-year-old resident of Los Angeles. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic tests. After the investigation is complete, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendations to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. The board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics and use of force in this instance met the high standards expected of all LAPD officers. If you would like more information on how the LAPD investigates all serious uses of force, visit lapdonline.org, where you can find the LAPD's use of force policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this Critical Incident Community Briefing.